Hello, today is a request of a song called Help, John Farnham, and this was a tipped request. This is with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, and let's listen, and then afterwards I'll talk about it, and then after that I'll tell you how you can put a request if you'd like.
Here's an oldie but a goodie. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never Thank you. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground.
Oh, very nice.
Won't you please, please help me? Now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the air. But every now and then I feel so insecure, and I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Oh, help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? That's my favorite song.
Oh, the swing. Dramatic pause.
When I was young, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, oh, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the door. night. Be careful. Thank you. The Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that was really good. I wrote a lot of notes as I was going. I was like, oh, this must be the 80s, just because I was judging by the fashion and the hairstyles. And then it's obviously Beatles Help, but it's completely different than Beatles Help. Like he sings it in a completely different melody. Like instead of like, when I was younger, so much younger than today. He's like, when I was younger, so much younger than today. Very different. I needed anybody's help in any way. See how different it is? So yeah, the orchestra sounded great. The solo piano. Did you see I wrote the pianist was channeling Mozart vibes because the pianist had like on kind of like a very Mozart kind of shirt, like with their hold on, where is that? There, like ruffled sleeves and the like collar, very like and the hair. It's very Mozart vibes. I was like, oh, that's cool. Um, but yeah, I think his voice is nice. And so I was like, well, who is this John Farnham and how come I haven't heard about him? So then I looked him up on Wikipedia just now, and he is an Australian singer, which makes sense because this was in Melbourne. I like to say it with the Australian pronunciation, not Melbourne, Melbourne. Um, okay, so then he was an adult contemporary singer, but he was also in a band. He was in top singles, so he's like a big deal in Australia. So it looks like yeah, he had albums in the 1980s, he won a bunch of things. So how's Australian through and through? So he's like a big deal there. Um, he had a local band, the Mavericks. Let's see. Little River Band era. I bet you this was filmed around here. It could have been really late 70s. Like it would have to be after 78, just judging from the styles. And I'm going to place this more at like 1982, just from my look of how everything looks. So we'll see if I'm right here. Let's see. If you go down here sometimes, you can see a lot of their stuff that they've done. So let's see. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the article. I was like, it's not even the right window. Yeah, I was just showing you guys that they did this Wikipedia article. So I was just like reading about it. Live concert in Melbourne. I think that's the one. I think that's the one that aired in the United States on HBO. Does Melbourne happen again? No. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I was so on that. Well, cool. It's nice to learn about people from who are really famous in other countries that weren't as famous in these states. But he clearly is very good, and I think he sings well, and he has like good style, very like rock style, good vocal range, a dramatic presence. He definitely owns the stage. He like belongs there, He's not like uncomfortable up there. So, and then the symphony was great, and then sometimes it's having that solo piano, and then of course there's a sax solo. Got to have that in this time period. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. Everybody had like a mullet haircut at the time, so it was funny because my first voice teacher was this like karaoke guy. Like he basically was kind of from the 80s. It's like he never left 1988 basically. And I was studying with him in like the very late 90s, and he owned a business where he'd like bring karaoke to parties, and he was like a karaoke DJ. Um, and he was like my first voice teacher before we found like my classical voice teacher. But he was like he literally like dressed like that, like with those kind of shirts. He just kind of stayed in that style, and it was like 1999, and I was like, okay. But it was like that 1988 like MacGyver look, because I grew up watching MacGyver reruns, and my parents were like, look, MacGyver, he can solve anything, any in the episode he could like build a battery and then like turn it into like some device he needed or whatever. MacGyver was cool like that. Anyway, that's my reaction. All right, I said, so look, here's my reaction form. And this, I'm in order right now, so that makes me feel good. We're gonna mark this one green. And this is the spreadsheet from which I make all my reactions. So if you want to get on there, you have to click on this link tree, which brings you to here. And then that is the request form. And then if you fill it out, you get onto that spreadsheet. And so that's how this came from. And, that was only a $5 tip. It doesn't matter. You don't, I don't even, you don't even have to tip me. Okay. Like I see every single thing that comes in on here and I don't delete anything. I just have different sides for priorities. Like this is my non-tipped side. And I have many of them are green that I've finished. And then this is my tip side. So on the tip side, I just I'm very methodical about it since you're tipping. And that's about it. That's all you need to know. I'm Erica. I'm a singer and I teach voice and piano. And this has just been like a really fun side project. Okay, I will see you guys on the next reaction. Looks like next I'll be doing a version of the song Sideways by Travis Meadows. Okay, looking forward to that. Bye.